Recording in one, two, episode 492. Fine music. Let's turn to the younger generation. Sure.
So, um, let us share what we're gonna be talking about today.
Here in the Church of Music, let us share.
Here we go. So today I'm gonna be covering female, all five female underground electronic noise musicians and also do power electronics. Um, this happened very organically, like I was telling Jim. I didn't set out to find them. They just landed in me and I was appreciating their music. So who I'm going to be talking about today is Kelly Lee Owens. Her album LP8, which came out in 2022. She's from the London, UK. She specializes in avant-garde, minimalist, electronic pop, and ambient. I am going to be this album as is described from the quietest. This is an unruly wandering record that praises repetition and drone and drift above all else. This applies to the sung vocals and lyrics too, which are minimal to say the least. When Owens gets wordy here, she's addressing the listener directly in the spoken word passages of Quickening and Sonic 8. This is an album that which the mood shifts like weather over a succession of tracks that often feel like watching the sun rise or set. And here we go. I'll give you a little peek, a snippet. Uh,
Voice. Comes from London.
well, anyway, um, yeah, I she's been on my list of music to listen to for a long time. I've listened to this album, I think this is going to be my third time. And she got inspired by listening to Throbbing Gristle. And as she was making this album, obviously during the pandemic. So she locked herself in the studio and voila. The rest of the album, it's so different. The changes and there's a lot of changes and even in the background. So Kelly Lee Owens LP8 and available obviously on Bandcamp, Spotify, and YouTube. Next one is Puce Mary. The Drought came out in 2018 from Copenhagen, Denmark. She's an experimental drone, industrial, and noise. As you can see from the album cover, it's an apple with a bunch of quarters, and she picked it. How does she describe this album? Building from a reputation of addressing live performances and critically acclaimed release, Puce Mary breaks new ground with The Drought, evolving from the tropes of industrial and power electronics to forge a complex story of adapting new realities. Remnants of noise still exist, sustaining the penetrative versatility offered on previous records. So the drought demonstrates an intention to expand on vocabulary of confrontational music and into a grander narrative defined by technical and emotional growth. So let us play you uh this one.
To possess is to be in control.
If I could attach our blood vessels so that we could become each other, I would. If I could open your body and slip up inside of your skin.
Sounds like a female burial. Yeah.
If I could open your body and slip up inside of your skin. To look out of your eyes, forever have my lips fused with yours.
So yeah, this album, I've heard it many times before. I don't own it, this CD, but I will own it eventually, soon.
Sold out.
Huh?
It says sold out on there.
Oh,
You have to buy a digital. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get it through Amazon like always,
Hmm.
or Barnes and Nobles because they usually carry it for whatever weird reason.
Hmm.
But this album, yeah, it's a very roller coaster. Obviously she has a message behind it, so and spoken word too. And I love the noises that just come attack your senses. Boom, boom, boom. So I love that. Check her out. Bandcamp, Spotify, and YouTube. Next one is More Mother. Analog Fluids of Sonic Black Holes.
Oh wow.
Came out in 2019 from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Hey.
And she's experimental, Afrofuturism, avant-garde, free jazz, and noise. This was very, very highly critically acclaimed album. So More Mother, the analog fluids of sonic black holes creates a form of aesthetic time travel, where time is not an endless loop, but rather a Mobius strip. There are returns to the apocalypses of the past of slavery and genocide, but these returns are twisted, rerouted. The new myths are generated and weaved into the structure, thereby changing how the present is seen and creating quantum speculative futures. A myriad of possibilities erupt and break free from the dystopian capitalist norms of white supremacy. That is
Wow.
from the this is taken from Bandcamp, from the Bandcamp describing the album.
Mhm.
So let us play you something here. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one. I actually love this one.
Jericho's wine from the fountain. Somebody running tell Moses, tell him that we lost out here. Somebody running tell God, tell him that we fucked out here. Somebody running tell Joseph, they say we at war out here. Somebody running tell God, tell him that we fucked out here. No time down south, time held captive. No time down south, nobody knows what happened. Freedom at 13 o'clock, I'm still coming around the mountain. Freedom at 13 o'clock, drinking Jericho's wine from the fountain. Somebody running to Moses. Somebody running to God.
There you go. Yeah, she is amazing. She also performs with these I forgot this jazz band, but they're called Irreversible. I can't remember, but she when they do the whole jazz or with their instruments and saxophone. She's right there just reciting poetry, um and she's making sounds, and it is just amazing, her performance. This album here, you must, it's listen to it, like from beginning, middle to end. It is amazing, amazing, amazing work by her. The way she could just her lyrics too are very, very powerful stuff. So check her out on Bandcamp, Spotify, and YouTube. And then this one, Lana Del Rabies.
Oh,
If
Ah,
if if only Spencer was here, he would make fun of it or take a jab at it. But anyway, I love the name Lana Del Rabies. She sold me a long time ago. In the end, I Am a Beast came out in 2016, and she is from Phoenix, Arizona. Her genres are experimental, electronic noise, and yeah, she describes this album as in the end, I Am a Beast sneers with all the seething emotion of a scorned woman. She doesn't have to roar. The melodic blasts do the roaring for her, and the pain suggests that the world of a woman can be as scary, if not scarier, than anything ICP could ever muster. Just remember, everyone can hear you. By the way, no one cares. The album description in a nutshell: if you should decide to buy the album, all of the proceeds of the album will go directly to Rain. Um, yeah, let me see. I am going to play um this one. Um, yeah, what can I say about this album? It scared me, really. The last song,
one of my college professors says that all art is protest.
it is. It
And in a
is.
way, when you talk about the differences between reality and not reality, I mean, this is the kind of music that you've been playing today that could end up as a soundtrack to a movie, for example.
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess this was her intention too, to make kind of in her mind her own soundtrack. The last song, when you guys get a chance later, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? She covered this, okay? And I'm gonna say this. I heard it and I'm like, okay, I've heard Kurt Cobain's, and then I've heard the original one. I'm like, all right, let me compare the difference. How does she interpret this song? Ooh, God, I had goosebumps. And I thought someone was right behind me because I listened to this in the night. And you hear people talking, and then right towards the middle when she says, my girl, and then you hear a woman crying in the background. And I'm not saying crying, she's crying as if something happened to her. And she sampled that into this. Who give that song a listen. That's the last track. Man, I am just lost with words, but incredible. She's amazing. Check her out on Bandcamp, Spotify, or YouTube. The last one here is Pharmakon Maggot Mass, and this is new, just came out this year. I talked about her briefly before, but she needs to this album. came out 2024. She's from New York City. She specializes in power electronics, noise, industrial, and harsh noise. This album took my breath away. Um, the concept of this album stems from a profound disgust with humanity's dysfunctional relationship with the environment and other life forms. It explores the loneliness resulting from this broken bond and challenges us to acknowledge our personal and systemic responsibility. And I'm going to play you a track. Here we go.
The normal dog.
Okay, so yeah, the album cover here, I'm assuming it's her face or someone in that uh surrounded in the forest. Yeah, the first track too, when I listen to it, you hear the sound of a few flies. So yeah, it was very, very um wow, it just punched you right in the face with this album. I the whole track, she made her return. From what I read, she had a 5-year hiatus, but she came back, and she came back while kicking ass, if I could say that.
Yep.
But yeah, she did a great job, incredible. Give this album a listen. For those of you who are into power electronics or noise, she will blow your mind away completely. And available on Spotify, Bandcamp, and YouTube. And that is my pick of the day. That's it.
Thank you, Charlie. That was the Zero Report here on Fine Music. Just one episode to go.
Which brings up a